Hello, welcome to EPG Pathshala Spanish. My name is Nabil Ansari and I teach Spanish in the Center of Spanish, Portuguese, Italian and Latin American Studies in Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. We are in the paper entitled Spanish Grammar 1. In this module entitled Este es mío o tuyo, you are going to learn to express the distance between the speaker and the objects around him, to express belonging and relation between subjects and their objects, and also to refer to something or someone known or already mentioned in the discourse. So we start with the demonstrative determiners. So the demonstrative articles are those words that point out a particular animated or non-animated object. They show or refer to the relative distance between the speaker and the object or noun. The demonstrative determiners are also called articles because they are placed before the noun. So they are like the article that you have learned: el, la, los, las, or un, una, unos, unas. For example, if I say I see this car, that is yo veo este coche. If I say I see the red car, that is yo veo el coche rojo. So the meaning of these two sentences is more or less same, that is that I am seeing a car. Same way, I see that car will be veo ese coche, and if I say I see the green car, it will mean it will be in Spanish yo veo el coche verde. So there are a couple of differences between the adjectives, that is verde and rojo, and the demonstrative determiners, that is este or esta. First, all determiners are always placed before the noun and adjectives frequently take place after the noun. But there is also a difference in meaning. Adjectives relate to qualities of the noun, whereas demonstrative shows the correlation between that noun and the speaker. So when I said I see a car, which is yo veo un coche, then can be asked which car, that is que coche, and the reply can be that car or ese coche. However, adjectives and determiners have to agree in number and gender with the noun that they associate to. Therefore, there are 12 forms of demonstrative articles in Spanish, or demonstrative determiners in Spanish. These are este, esta, which means this; ese, esa, meaning that, which is close by; and aquel, aquella, which means that over there. So all this este, esta, ese, esa, and aquel, aquella is when the object is singular in nature. If the object is masculine, so it will be este if it is near, ese if it is that far, and aquel if it is quite far. Same way, if the object is feminine, it will be esta, which means this, which is if the object is near; esa meaning that if the object is a bit far; and aquella meaning that over there if the object is quite far. Same way, the plural of these demonstrative determiners will be estos or estas, esos or esas, y aquellos, aquellas. So masculine plural is estos, feminine plural is estas if the object is near, which will mean these. Masculine plural will be esos and feminine plural will be esas if the object is a bit far, and it will mean those. And if the object is quite far, then the masculine plural will be aquellos and feminine plural will be aquellas, meaning those over there. Now let's see the use of the demonstratives. So as I said, este, esta, estos, estas, meaning this or these, indicates that the object is within the nearby range of the person who is talking. Ese, esa, esos, esas indicates that the object is in a bit different space but still near to the personal space of the person who is talking. So ese, esa means that, and esos, esas means that object or that something which is not very far. And aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas indicates that the object is far from the personal space of the person who is talking. And aquel means that over there, and aquella that over there, and aquellos, aquellas also means those over there or that over there if the object is plural. Now in English, remember that we use that and those for things which are not close to the person who is talking. But in Spanish, you have to be a bit more precise since there are three distinctions in space. So in English, we have only this and that or those. We have in Spanish this or these if the object is quite near to the person who is saying, or if it is not so close but also not very far, then it will be that is aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas, and if it is very far then it will be those or that over there, which will be remember that in English we use that and those for things which are not close to the person who is talking. But in Spanish you have to be a bit more precise since there are three distinctions in space. One is if the object is very close to the to you, if you are indicating the object, or if the object is not close but also not very far, and when the object is far. Now let's look at the examples in the you can look at the examples in the e-text to understand the differences. After having talked about demonstrative determiners, let's see what are demonstrative adjectives. Now, demonstrative adjectives are often used with the adverbs of place, which also have three different degrees of distance. They are aquí or acá, meaning here, ahí, meaning there, and allí or allá, meaning over there. So these were adverbs of places. Well, let's understand the same with the help of some examples. For example, if I say the cat is here, then it is el gato está aquí. Or if I say this cat is here, because it is also the distance is not far, so I will say este gato está aquí. If I say the cat is there, which is a bit far, then I'll say el gato está ahí. And if I say that cat is there, it will be said as ese gato está ahí. Same way, if the cat is far and if I say the cat is over there, which means that the cat is far from me, so I will say el gato está allí. Or if that cat is over there, so it can be said as aquel gato está allí. Now these adverbs of place do not change as per the number and gender of the noun, unlike the demonstrative determiners or adjectives. See this example. For example, if I say este señor que está aquí es alto, so it means this gentleman who is here is tall. If I say este señor que está ahí es alto, means that gentleman who is there is tall. Same way, if I say aquel señor que está ahí es alto, that means that gentleman who is over there is tall. So este, aquí, ese, ahí, and aquel, allí. Now, if the same sentences are in plural, then also the adverbs of place will not change. For example, if este señor changes into estos señores, then also it will remain same. For example, estos señores que están aquí son altos, meaning these gentlemen who are here are tall. Same way, esos señores que están ahí son altos, meaning those gentlemen who are there are tall. And aquellos señores que están ahí son altos, meaning those gentlemen who are over there are tall. And it is the same for feminine, that is, for feminine, singular and plural, the adverbs of place will not change. Now Manan and Eduardo, two friends, are talking about their favorite restaurant. They use lots of demonstrative adjectives in the conversation. Let's listen to what they are saying. Now the translation of the conversation is already given in the e-text. Now let's listen to their conversation. Now demonstrative adjectives are not only used to graduate space, they are also used to graduate time according to the speaker's point of view. For example, este, esta, estos, estas with a period of time is used to refer to the present or recent past or future. For example, esta semana means this week. So, esta semana he trabajado mucho means it's a recent past, whereby I'm trying to say is that this week I have worked a lot. Then, in the present, it can be used with estos días. Estos días means these days. So if I say estos días me estoy levantando temprano, it means these days I am waking up early. Same way, ese, esa, esos, esas refer to the past or to the future, not that close. For example, if I say esa semana trabajé mucho, it means that week I worked a lot. Same way, ese mes tuvimos muchos exámenes, it means that month we had lots of exams. So this was whereby ese and esa means past, and aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas refer to the remote past. For example, aquel día llovía mucho, meaning that day it was raining a lot. So it is a remote past. And if I say aquella semana, meaning that week, aquella semana no trabajamos nada, meaning that week we didn't work a lot. Now we have just seen how these demonstrative adjectives are also used to talk about the time frame. After having seen this, let's see what are the demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns, sometimes we don't repeat the object when we have already referred to it once. So if these demonstrative articles are not followed by a noun, then they function as pronouns. Let's see one example. So it's a conversation between two people. So one says, ¿Ves esa casa? ¿Cuál? Esa, la de la puerta verde. Sí, es de la profesora Miramón. So in this sentence, as you have seen, this demonstrative pronoun esa is used, which is replacing the house. That is, instead of saying again that house, we have used esa, meaning that, and it is a pronoun, so it is replacing the house, and the other person can automatically understand because it is a repetition of the. So Marco and Manu are buying a shirt. Marco chooses a shirt and asks Manu which one does he like more. So he says, ¿Cuál te gusta más, esta o esta? Manu says, esa, la de los botones dorados. Here Marco is replacing the noun, that is shirt, with pronoun, which is esta or esta, and the reply of Manu is also in pronoun, so there is no need to say the noun shirt. Now there is something called neutral demonstrative pronoun. So now the neutral demonstrative pronoun is esto, eso, aquello, and this is used when we don't know the name of an object or the name of the object doesn't matter. We also use them when we are talking of any abstract thing or idea and not of any concrete object. For example, a child does mischief and his mother is asking, ¿Qué es esto? Meaning, what is this? Or ¿Qué es eso? what is that? Or if there is an object which is far, then the person can say ¿Qué es aquello? What is that over there? So if I have an object in hand and I don't know its name, then I can ask ¿Cómo se llama esto? Meaning, how do you call this? Or if the object is a bit far, then I can say ¿Cómo se llama eso? Meaning, what do you call that? And same way, if I say ¿Cómo se llama aquello? Which means, what do you call that which is over there? So for demonstrative determiners, now from demonstrative determiners, now we come to the possessive determiners. We use possessive determiners to talk about the possessed thing or the person who owns something. For example, your family members, your friends, your pets, the things you own, etc. Now they are similar to English language, but there are some differences in their form. So these possessive determiners are my, your, his, her, their, our, or theirs. As we said above, they are also used to talk about family members. Here we have Renu talking about her family member to her new friend Sylvia. Let's listen to their conversation. Now, as you can see, there has been a lot of use of possessive determiners while talking about family members. You might also notice another thing. They are placed before the noun and agree in number and gender with the noun, like all determiners in Spanish. Let's learn now how they are formed. So before that, let's learn the family relationship in Spanish before seeing the usage of possessives. So mother is madre, father is padre, grandfather is abuelo, grandmother is abuela, uncle is tío, aunt is tía, husband is marido, wife is mujer, brother is hermano, sister is hermana, son is hijo, daughter is hija, cousin is primo. If the cousin is a female, that is prima. Father-in-law is suegro, mother-in-law is suegra, brother-in-law is cuñado, sister-in-law is cuñada, son-in-law is yerno, and daughter-in-law is nuera. So the relationship that we have just seen are madre, padre, abuelo, abuela, tío, tía, marido, mujer, hermano, hermana, hijo, hija, primo, prima, suegro, suegra, cuñado, cuñada, yerno, y nuera. Now, in order to make the plural of family relationships, we just take the singular masculine form of the relationship and add an s to it. For example, padre is the male, is the father, and madre is mother. So we'll take the padre and add s to it. It will become padres, meaning parents. Same with tío is uncle and tía is aunt. So if I say tíos, it means both uncle and aunt. And hermano is brother and hermana is sister. So if I say hermanos, it will mean both brothers and sisters. Same way abuelo and abuela. So if I say abuelos, it will mean grandparents. And primo and prima. So if I say primos, it will mean cousins, which includes both the gender. Now there are two types of possessive determiners that are almost the same. The difference appears when we alter the regular sentence order, that is determiner and noun. Therefore, there are those that are placed before the noun and those which are placed after the noun. So let's see the possessive adjectives or determiners placed before the noun. So they are there are me in masculine singular and feminine singular, and if the thing is plural, then it will become me's. Same way, your will be tu for both the gender, but if the object is, if the object or thing is plural, it will become tus. Same way, his or her or their will be su, and if it is plural, it will be sus. Our will be nuestro or nuestra, or nuestros or nuestras in plural. Your in vosotros form informal will be vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras, and theirs will be su, and if it's plural it will be sus only. Now as we know that the adjectives agree with number and gender, so you can understand that where it says nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, there are 4 forms of the use in adjectives. Now the number and gender of these adjectives depends upon the thing possessed and not on the number of people or the number of subjects possessing the person or object. For example, if I say yo soy Raúl, means I'm Raúl. Silvia es mi hermana, meaning Silvia is my sister. María y Silvia son mis hermanas, meaning María and Silvia are my sisters. Then nuestro equipo favorito es FC Barcelona, meaning our favorite team is FC Barcelona. Same way, nuestros equipos favoritos son el FC Barcelona y el Boca Juniors. So it means our favorite teams are FC Barcelona and Boca Juniors. In these sentences, both of them like the same club. In the second sentence, both of them like 2 different clubs. So nuestro is used with a masculine singular noun, and nuestros when it's used with masculine plural noun. Now we are talking about the possessive adjectives of this type which are placed after the noun they determine. So they agree in gender and number with the noun they modify, and their pronunciation is strong, unlike regular possessive determiners whose pronunciation is. So we are now going to see the possessive determiners which are placed after the noun, and it can be said that they are used as a pronoun. So they are mío, mía, míos, mías, which means mine. Tuyo, tuya, tuyos, tuyas, meaning yours. Suyo, suya, suyos, suyas, meaning his or hers or theirs or your formal. Nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, meaning ours. Vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras, meaning yours or of yours, which is informal. And then again suyo, suya, suyos, suyas, meaning theirs or yours, formal. Now let's see their use. So when used with the verb say, they put emphasis on the idea. So if I say este coche es mío, meaning at times they have the same meaning as the possessive adjectives which are placed before the noun, but they are less frequent. So if I say este coche es mío, it means that here I am putting emphasis on the fact that this car is mine. And another example, if I say ella es amiga suya, so it means that she is their or her friend. Same thing can be said as ella es su amiga, but just to put more emphasis, we can put this determiner after the noun, or if we put before the noun, then the other possessive adjectives will be used, that is me, tu, su, etc. And after the noun, it will be mío, tuyo, etc. Now it also allows to cover an indefinite element within a set of elements. For example, if I say un amigo mío vive en Madrid, means a friend of mine lives in Madrid, meaning I have many friends and he is one of them. But if I say una hermana mía habla muy bien español, means one of my sisters speaks very good Spanish, means I have many sisters and only one of them speaks very good Spanish. Or if I say, he leído dos novelas suyas, it means I have read two of his novels. It means that he has written many novels and I have read only two of them. So as we have seen in these three examples, it covers an indefinite elements within a set of elements. After having seen the possessive adjectives, now we are going to see the possessive pronouns. As is the case with all pronouns, possessive pronouns replace the nouns which the possessive adjectives qualify. The possessive pronoun has the same form as those possessive adjectives which are placed after the noun, the strong ones. The only difference is that since the noun they qualify is replaced, therefore it is acceptable to not place anything before or after the noun. Possessive adjectives is used instead of the noun. Possessive pronoun is used instead of the noun. So the possessive pronouns are el mío, la mía, los míos, las mías, meaning mine, el tuyo, la tuya, los tuyos, las tuyas, meaning yours, el suyo, la suya, los suyos, las suyas, meaning his or of his, hers or of hers, yours, formal, el nuestro, la nuestra, los nuestros, las nuestras, meaning ours. Same way, el vuestro, la vuestra, los vuestros, las vuestras, meaning yours or of yours, informal. And el suyo, la suya, los suyos, or las suyas, meaning theirs or of theirs. So these were the possessive pronouns. Now they are only used when the noun they replace is easily traceable from the context. Note that the corresponding definite article must be used before each of the possessive pronouns. So the possessive pronouns that we have seen before that, there are article el, la, los, las in all the forms. Now let's see some examples. For example, if I say mi hijo tiene 8 años, el tuyo, meaning my son is 8 years old, and yours. So here el tuyo is the pronoun which means cuáles or cuántos años tiene su hijo. Or if I say por favor dame ese libro, es el mío, which means please give me that book, it is mine. So el mío is used as a pronoun which replaces the noun. It is el mío because the noun here is el libro, that's why it is el mío. Now let's very quickly revise whatever we have learned in this chapter. So in this chapter, in this module, we have learned the demonstrative adjectives which were este, esta, estes, estos, estas, ese, esa, esos, esas, aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas. And after that, we also learned the adverbs of places. So adverbs of place are aquí, acá, ahí, or allí, or allá. And after the adverbs of place, we learned the demonstrative, we learned the possessive determiners or possessive adjectives. So these were me, mis, tú, tus, su, sus, nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras, su, sus. After possessive adjectives, we also learned the possessive determiners or adjectives when they are placed after the noun. So the possessive adjectives me, mis, tú, tus are placed before the noun, but we also saw the determiners which are placed after the noun, which were mío, mía, míos, mías, tuyo, tuya, tuyos, tuyas, suyo, suya, suyos, suyas, nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras, Suyo, suya, suyos, suyas. And we also saw the use of these things. After that, we also learned the possessive pronouns. The possessive pronouns were el mío, la mía, los míos, las mías, el tuyo, la tuya, los tuyos, las tuyas, el suyo, la suya, los suyos, las suyas, el nuestro, la nuestra, los nuestros, las nuestras, el vuestro, la vuestra, los vuestros, las vuestras, y el suyo, la suya, los suyos, las suyas. So, in this module, you have learned how adjectives as determiners are used to state the belonging and the distance between particular thing and the speaker. We also learned how the same determiners can fulfill the purpose of a pronoun in the absence of a noun or when there is no need to mention the noun. So apart from these, it is advisable that you refer back to the e-text for more explanations, for more examples, and also for more exercises which you can practice. And e-text also has got links to other websites where you can learn more about these things. Thank you.